quando vieni il bel sole. La 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 la.
So picture the scene. You get asked to go to a specialist car company, in this case, BAM Specialist Cars. And obviously you get there and they have this absolute toy box of incredible cars in there. Go on their website, have a look at what they've got for sale. And they say, yeah, take your pick. What would you like to film? We're up just outside the Peak District, so I've gone into the Peak District. And I said, okay, let's do Best of British. So what I've chosen is a 1968 Series 2 E-Type, because I've never driven one before. So why would I not want to drive a Series 2 E-Type? This 4.2 litre straight six is as wonderful and as creamy as I always thought it would be. The throttle response is absolutely delightful. The sound is glorious. It feels just British through and through, which is just, it's just fabulous. Listen to this. Oh yeah, that is just as good as I always thought it was. Everyone harps on about how wonderful an E-Type is. You've got this long, sprawling bonnet out in front of you, which is so E-Type, it's unbelievable, with a lovely bulge in the middle. The 4.2 litre engine in this car, which is with this wonderful, long-throwing 4-speed gearbox, that I know I hate this bloody analogy, but it feels like a rifle bolt going in, but it really does. It feels really mechanical. It's wonderful. But this engine is really free revving. It's a really lovely engine. But you can ride this lovely wave of torque. I'm doing 3,000 RPM now in fourth. And it just chugs along beautifully. You've got the 3 windscreen wipers. You've got these beautiful clocks in front of me. All water temperature is always just a little bit higher. And then you've got the fuel, you've got the clock. All of them say Smith. Just in case I couldn't remember that one of them was Smith's clocks, every single one of them has Smith's written on it. This one, the spec, it's in this beautiful silvery blue colour with this incredible, luxurious red leather. The red leather in it is just, it's so supple and soft, it's lovely. The seat is soft and has absolutely no support to speak of whatsoever, but is so comfortable for GTing, for grand touring, which is what this car was always made for. It's one of those cars, I have to say, that I literally just jumped in it. I've never driven one before in my entire life. And it's not intimidating to drive. It's not very easy to maneuver at slow speeds, but once you get going, it's got this lovely suppleness to the suspension and to the large sidewall tyres, and oh, it's just magnificent. The beautiful spoked wheels that are just stunning. To look at, this has to be one of the most stunning cars ever built. 1968. You imagine when this came out, imagine how fast it was and how special it was. It's just, you know, even Enzo Ferrari balked at this car and said it was one of the most beautiful cars he'd ever seen. And it really put Jaguar on the map. Before anyone says anything in the comments, I turned up this morning to BAM Specialist Cars and said, what can I take? And they said, well, take your pick. So because I'd never driven one of these before, because I've always wanted to, I thought I would go all British, and this is what I chose to drive. Now, I didn't do an enormous amount of research on one beforehand, and I can't just pluck figures out of the sky. This is more of a, what's it like to drive? Should you meet your heroes? Is it as good as I thought it was going to be? The answer is absolutely yes. I mean, I can imagine on a beautiful summer's day, just pottering around the British countryside or going down to France. Thank you very much, sir. That just says it all about this car, doesn't it? The man just there at the junction literally went like this to me to let me out, because it's just such a beautiful thing to behold. And I must be a proper chap because I'm driving an E-Type Jaguar. There's just that thing. It's not like that RS3 that I drove that everyone thinks you're a bit of an oik. This is, you must be a good lad. You must be a proper chap. The steering, this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous wooden steering wheel out in front of me here is just stunning. It feels like, I don't know, an old piece of furniture that you could get a splinter on, but it's just sublime to hold on to. It doesn't necessarily feel alive underneath you, but it does feel planted, and it's not slow. It really pulls. What a glorious machine. I can see why everyone absolutely loves an E-Type Jaguar. There's obviously that, elephant in the room of reliability issues. I have no idea whether someone's coming or not, but who cares? It's classic car motoring. What a beautiful, beautiful thing. I cannot heel and toe in it though. I try so much and it just I whack my ankle on the side. It's all those things you'd have to get used to. I've only driven this for a couple of hours today. It's just glorious. It's just so cool, isn't it? E-Type Jaguar. Everyone that's anyone's owned an E-Type Jaguar or owns an E-Type Jaguar. So you've got about 100 grand to spend. This is 110,000 pounds, but you don't quite want to spend the full 100, but you want something just as special. You want a fabulous engine. You want British, you want lovely Britishness. What do you buy? You've surely got to go for one of these. This is a V12 Vantage Aston Martin.